Mr. Big Box, $226. And the same tire at Pumpelly Tire, $169. Well, how about that?
Not only do we have great prices, we have the best trained sales and service people in the business. Come by one of your convenient Pumpelly Tire stores for that great personal service you've come to expect.
Hi, I'm Rachel Whittaker, sports writer at the Lake Charles American Press, coming to you with our Week 7 Friday forecast. I'm coming to you from Barb High School, where the 4-2 Bucks will host the undefeated Carencro Bears this Friday night. Barb is coming off a 23-point victory on the road at Acadiana last Friday night, and Carencro has defeated its past two opponents by a combined 120-8. I spoke to Barb head coach Mike Cutrera about how his team can build off the Acadiana victory, and about how the Barb passing game has really come to life the past couple of weeks, starting with sophomore quarterback Kenan Fontenot. And Coach, with the Bucks sitting at 4-2 after knocking off defending district champ Acadiana on the road last Friday, what were some of the biggest keys that helped your team defeat the Rams?
Well, I think defensively, our defensive coaches put together a great plan, and the kids executed it well. We stopped them when we needed to, because that type of offense is not easy to stop, especially the way they run it. They are the defending state champ, and the defense played very well. And then offensively, we were able to move the ball and score, which we needed to do.
And speaking of scoring, with your sophomore quarterback, Kenan Fontenot, he's really had a couple of breakout performances in terms of numbers and leading the team in the past couple of weeks against St. Thomas More and Acadiana. What is he like as a leader, both in the huddle and just with his teammates off the field?
He's a great leader. He's the type of guy you like to have on the field, because when he goes out there, the kids just feed off of him, because they know he's a competitor, and he's going to give it his all every time he goes out there.
Yeah, and if you could also talk about his chemistry. I mean, obviously, I covered the game against St. Thomas More, and it seemed like almost every pass was Kenan Fontenot completed to Trey Quinn. It seemed like he was really his go-to guy against St. Thomas More, but Courtney Galentine also had over 100 yards receiving against Acadiana. Do you feel like he's got a good chemistry going with all his receivers, or? Yes,
he does. And that's Kenan. He's a good person. And like you said, the last couple of games, he's just seeing things very well and throwing the ball very well. So hopefully he'll continue to do that, especially this Friday.
Yeah. And after the St. Thomas More game, you told me that Kenan and Trey played a baseball together.
Yes.
There as well. If you could talk about that and just what they bring as a tandem to the team.
Well, like we said, they've been in pressure situations before.
Yeah.
They were on that Little League team a few years ago that went to the Little League World Series, and and they had a good showing up there. So they've been in pressure situations before. So when they get out there on Friday night, they know what it's like.
With Carencro coming in this Friday night, another tough 5A opponent, what's the biggest challenge that they present to you that you're going to have to really prepare for and counteract on Friday?
Well, they remind me of the Carencro of old. When they had the wrecking crew with Kevin Falk, who played for the Patriots.
Right.
It reminds me of that type of team. They were big. They're big, physical, fast, athletic, and very good.
So that defensive game plan that you talked about that went so well against Acadiana, that's absolutely going to have to translate into.
We will have to duplicate that. Yes. It's again, like I said, it's going to be another challenge for us. And the last few weeks have been very big games, and they don't get any bigger than Friday night, and continue. Every Friday night after that will be big for us.
All right, Coach. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
One of Barb's senior running backs, Trey Goodley, tore his ACL in the Bucs Jamboree game in August and is out for the season. But the Bucs have still managed to develop a rhythm offensively, thanks to Kenan Fontenot's chemistry with his receiving corps. Sophomore wide receiver Trey Quinn told me that his friendship with Fontenot started back in their days in Pee Wee football. Trey, the passing game has really come to life the past couple of weeks, and you and Kenan Fontenot have really had a good chemistry going on the field, it seems like. How has the passing game really come to life, I guess?
We've actually had our chemistry started since, Pee Wee football. He's always been my quarterback. But carrying on to Friday nights, it's all about the offensive line, giving him time to throw. And that's, those two combinations really, add up to a good passing game.
Yeah, and you mentioned that you and Kenan playing Pee Wee football together, and y'all are also part of that Little League World Series team 3 years ago. If you could just take me back a little bit to that time and what that was like for y'all.
Great experience, a bunch of athletes from all over the world got us, to the ground, humbled us, and that'll help us in our sport, our athletic career as we go on and face new competition and as we mature into our game.
And against Acadiana last Friday night, a huge win against the defending state champs. What was that? How important was that for y'all coming off a 3-point loss against St. Thomas More? How important was that win for y'all to get back on track as a team?
It's very important, especially this tough 3-game span that we had. We really like to come out with a win against STM, but we didn't go downhill from that loss. We stayed up path and got that win, which is huge.
And Carencro coming in this Friday night, another challenging Class 5A opponent. What are you specifically preparing for to face from their defense?
Oh, we're prepared for a battle once again. Very tough and competitive defense. They're ranked #1 in a bunch of classifications in the state, so we're going to come out and expect a battle and a hard-fought game.
All right, thanks a lot. In other Class 5A action, Sulphur travels to Sam Houston on Friday night. Sam Houston has lost 3 straight games, being shut out in weeks 4 and 5, and falling 5 points short of non-district opponent Loyola Prep last Friday night. Scoring 2 touchdowns in the final 2 minutes wasn't quite enough as the Broncos lost 31-26. We'll see if the Broncos can take more advantage of quarterback Cliff Reed's return to the lineup after injuring his foot, as they take on Sulphur, who's coming off a win last Friday night against Lafayette. Moving on to Class 4A, Washington Marion plays host to DeRidder on Friday night, as the Charging Indians try to get their first district win in their last 14 tries. DeRidder's most potent offensive weapon is definitely running back Eddie Meredith, so Washington Marion will definitely have to bring its best defensive effort to knock off the Dragons and give second-year head coach Freddie Harrison his first district win as coach of the Charging Indians. In Class 3A action, Westlake will have its second straight home game as they play host to Jennings on Friday night. Jennings is coming off a 4-point loss to Notre Dame, and Westlake is coming off a dominant win against South Beauregard. Westlake running back Devin Eaglin has definitely been a catalyst for the Rams offense all season long. And Jennings also has a dual threat at running back in Trey Richardson and Dylan Laverne. So this game will likely come down to which defense can contain the opponent's running game the best. And now here's a look at the rest of the Week 7 matchups. A game to watch in Class 2A this Friday night is between Kinder and DeQuincy. DeQuincy has won 4 straight games after starting the year 0-2, and Kinder has won 5 straight. DeQuincy has sported a pretty balanced offensive attack of late, starting with quarterback Jaleel Bridges, who consistently puts up big numbers, and also running back Patrick Dietz, who's rushed for 200 yards twice this season. And for Kinder, running back Marshall Harmon is back strong after being injured in the start of the season, along with quarterback Blake Trahan. Thanks for watching this edition of our Friday forecast. Be sure to check back on AmericanPress.com for future roundups and forecasts, and pick up an American Press print edition daily for a look at scores, features, and analysis from high school, college, and professional sports. For now, from Barb High School, I'm Rachel Whittaker.